Want to grab a copy of the... We know our Fontanian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let... isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be... Kaniche?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Pretty shocking. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you.
Yeah, that! And what the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the Udex getting... Trading...
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for... If I had to quantify it, I'd say about...
Huh? Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for...
You mean all those fake headlines you...
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a... Considering the amount of speculation... But in reality, the goods in question were simply... Rest assured, no Saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay! Paimon was so busy
It was a pretty open and shut case. In my testimony in court... But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte. I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said...
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk...
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That owl thing that popped out before, or was it a howl? It kind of looked like a howl, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a howl.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing?
Too bad he can't come out to argue back. There's nothing physically wrong with him. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kaniche...
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the... That said, it's pretty annoying. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take... I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few... It'll be a good chance to let that... If you're free, why don't... I know where it is. Let's go! Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is a...
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lepine Pauline. That's right, the unlucky one. Of course! How else would we have managed to build
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. Imagine. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief.
Nope! I might be inviting other.
Huh? Ha! Look at you, puny. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who are you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha. You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe
Mass production? I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind. And another thing, I shall have you know that I am
What? Heavens above!
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kenichi.
What about me? What about me?
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street?
He's not wrong. I caught yours. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. No, Navia, don't you...
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia. Honest, I couldn't wait a moment. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such...
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lepine Pauline sometimes gets a... I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about... In short, the
Huh?
That's right. The one after much. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but...
It's been a while since... By the way...
not exactly thanks to this
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lepine Pauline, our As for the Spina di Rosula, we're... For anyone feeling inspired to set up a... By the way, traveler, are you at all interested? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income.
Paimon would be...
Well, everyone needs to... So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss... Look over there!
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right?
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make Ahau go be her...
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you.
Apologies. Looks like it's back. Anyway, if you're interested in taking... traveler. Ready to join the Cheval Moran film Fantasyland? It's time, dear. As I mentioned, of course, we, for our
Long term. We spend most of our time adventuring and we barely have any.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before. Anyway. As you can... That's up... As... Which...
We can't. Paimon thinks she just about gets it. Yep. You mentioned standardized.
Of course, if we're not, and others might, to avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each.
Wow. But if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely.
Hopefully it goes without saying that I also.
Oh,
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. All right then, let's start with.
The fresh vegetables from the new. Great. The sheer lack of the ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back.
yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget.
Oh,
Wait, has that happened?
no, it's just the mention of.
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up, it didn't look like something from Fontaine.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tour?
That's what I assumed at first. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so I trekked all the way.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a mole before even addressing the question of what was actually in. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sid. And, as it turned.
Wow, that.
Mind if I ask what
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're for.
You could say it comes with the job.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat.
Yep, got sick of those long.
You little. Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why, I.
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we?
Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch. Something like.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise!
Sorry. Is something. I know it doesn't really look like a. And it certainly could shoot as well, too.
No, quite the opposite. The feature. Please, don't mind me.
I should be the.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic? Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions. Perfect. Or, if you...
Mind the wind. Oh, man. Bro! Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right?
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of...
Wasn't expecting to see the
Come on.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why you're all here?
For vegetables.
Cuckoo. Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan.
So, you guys are...
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more...
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku...
How so? He's so smart.
Let me guess.
Bro, you too?
Not me. A how.
Oh, that pesky little chap. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have...
Oh no, bro. Or rather... Did Kakuku...
If they had managed that, we'd... But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes...
that one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while...
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off...
For real now? Do you even hear yourself?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make...
All right! Everyone's an awesome Saurus! Well, the human. But our priority right now should be to go in there.
Leave it to us.
You sure?
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you
Wait, since when was...
Well, then it's your call.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects...
He won't.
Back when we first met Kakuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined...
And I never imagined you...
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after...
now, Kakuku.
Nothing new there.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
Let's go.
Nothing new there.
Up and away! No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I am not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served. I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business?
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smugglers...
That's exactly my line of...
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate. We should begin by questioning the prisoners. Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left.
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start showing up all over the world. But
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for the real reason you chose to stay to investigate.
guilty as... So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more?
Sure thing, bro!
Let's go. Mind the wind.
Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very...
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not... Kakuku accidentally overheard some... But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super...
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects...
What a shame. Oh,
You don't look disappointed.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay! Problem solved! All right, let's... Up and away!
Let's go.
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning! Oh wow, Kakuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed...
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good morning, sis.
Of course. Kakuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course...
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly...
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were. The smuggler... But all this I happened to...
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply.
That's right. So stop giving.
Are they merchants? Have they come to scarred face? Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks... Could he have previously been a ward? Something feels off.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast-going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident...
Who goes there? Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie.
That's right.
Are they merchants? Have they come to scarred on closer? Could he have Something feels off.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast-going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontanians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough. So anyway, that after an investigation and a chase...
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now...
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time.
Yeah, Kanish.
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the... Does that mean they executed?
I agree. Selling off stolen goods is extra. Could we be dealing with... And speaking of selling...
So, bottom line, this was an individual.
Exactly. And it was the location the last thing they would have expected was, not only is the area now packed with...
That sounds like...
Looks like your people...
How so?
Easy. Just follow the more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. And timing-wise, it's about time we up. All we need now is a lucky gesture.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may... Delegating this to someone else would require...
Or are you just not used...
Is that really a...
Well, looks like I won't be...
You could always wait here.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very...
I wasn't aware... Speaking of pets...
Get out of here!
Yep, that's the plan.
I believe that what Risley is trying to... Furthermore...
You're the best, bro! Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring Cuckoo...
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed. If that proves inconvenient within the...
That actually sounds... In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. No.
This might be a good time for you to...
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain...
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to... If that proves
That actually sounds... In the past, I always...
This might be a good time...
Huh?
Citizens with honorary...
Really?
How about this?
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me! Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Ugh.
Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Ugh, not you again. Nope.
Hey, Gramps. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good.
Get it away! Get it away! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again.
If you've got the energy to... Let's go find something to eat, while a How lives his best...
For a hat.
Aoife, as a Saurian vet,
Huh?
Did you even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kakuku got up?
don't lose hope, Ahau. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now.
Same standard?
That's right. You won't. As far as.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again?
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
Also, there's no.
Anyway, thanks for look.
Why you? Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Really? Thanks. Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
So now that our crew's back together.
Oh, no chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time.
Had enough.
For real now?
Can we just ditch this whole leaving?
Aren't we doing that?
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every.
The lost and found notice is up. Maybe we should go hang around the
Mind the wind.
Hold tight, bro! Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Hello.
Have there been any development? Okay. Well, the notice was only just posted.
Special Patrol, open up.
Ah! Who's there? What's going on?
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
What in the Teyvat are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kakuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kinda. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different thing.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Auroran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically.
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun. All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it, but apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermont.
Yes, at least I assume so. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroron, Paimon thinks you've been oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as you're—
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kukuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where— Time to catch that con man and find out what—
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon, you're pretty famous.
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that...
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirt.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur, we'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try.
So, I have to go undercover again?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol
Roger that. Over.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. Nothing suspicious. Strange.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of you.
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in that land, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after—
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermont—
So, I got it. But I don't—
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a—
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance.
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my...
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mer. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, I mean, yes.
I could do that. But
I suppose I only have myself to... I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare. As for the seller of this particular, we've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coding. As long as I took care, normally, everything goes off without a hitch. That was not what we'd agreed. But he replied, and do you know what
well, he wasn't.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an... Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it.
Feeling
smart now,
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to my... And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see the... I'm so very sorry.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct?
Well, to be honest, though, I can't claim to know him very well. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient...
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you...
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they... Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, a trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage. But on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make... If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way.
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The pallet... All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other... As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement.
Such a hassle, bro.
See? Mr. Kakuku knows exact... So, I was thinking, since you're...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has did... Out of respect for the traveler, we won't say enough...
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be... In that case, I understand completely.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for...
Judging by your...
It went smooth.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have...
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued... On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face, so, if you ask me, his every move is like... Or... maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and at least Natlan will get the stolen relic back.
In that case, let's...
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morishose Phantom on the situation. When that time comes, We will be relying on your help.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
On the top, How exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient non? Of course, Melazines go without saying, but what about a being like a cuckoo?
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar.
If I knew all the laws like the back of...
That is no laughing matter, Risley.